minutes today to kind of show you a little tip that I used to help you with your research. I mean, like when you're going around, whether it's studying business or whether it's even studying something for school or college. You know, as we go around, there's so much content on the internet now, and you may see a great article, you may even tweet it or put it on Facebook, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Well, I was running into that problem too, and I needed to find a way to at least reasonably organize some of the things that I found so that I just didn't lose them. You know, because I was just losing everything. Like even the other day, there's an article that I think I saw, and I maybe even tweeted or did something with it, and I was like, this is such an outstanding article that I want to be able to keep it. And then I didn't, you know, file it away like I'm going to show you how, and now I can't find it at all, and it's so frustrating because it has some content that I absolutely wanted to be able to see. And so what I started doing a while back, and I'm still refining the method, but I kind of wanted to show you it anyway, is I started using Blogger, which is Google's free blogging service, kind of as a database for the things that I want to keep. And I'm going to show you how I do that today, and just to let you know that I'm still working on it. I'm refining my labels and everything, and I'll show you what that means in a moment. But I think for those of you that tend to want to keep articles in record and you don't want to just have a bookmark, or you want to be able to access them wherever you can go to the web, this is the best way to do it. Now, Blogger is Google's free website where you can create your own free blogs. And so all you have to do is go in and go to Blogger, type in blogger.com, and it'll pop up. And if you don't already have a Gmail or Google account, you can create one. All of this is free. You pop up. It's real quick to set up. And then you're going to come up on your page will ultimately come up like this. Now I have a couple different blogs, but the one that I use for this is called My Research. And so I set up this research blog specifically for this purpose. And so once you get past this, you click on it, or you can click a new post. They'll take you through all the processes of how you can about how you can, you know, design it, but keep it as simple as possible because it's not a big deal. And now once I have it set up, is I hop in here. Now I've published all of these already, and I'm going to show you what this means. So these are all some of the links and sites that I've went to that I said I really want to keep this for future research or just for quality information and use it to help me with my business. And so once you go in here, this is once you post a post, this is where it all comes. And then this is what it looks like on the main page. So this is my actual blog where I'm just bringing all this content, you know, together. And so it looks like this. Now this in and of itself isn't the power. The power is over here in the labels on the right hand side of the screen. So when you set up your blog, they'll typically already have the labels already set up. The fact that you can label it over there, but you have to be the one that chooses the labels. And so as I was going through all of my information, I was like, okay, well, what am I looking to do, you know? And so I'll pull over an article, like for example, Spread Us, which is a website that allows you to share social media. And I've been doing a lot of research on social media now and branding. And so I went and I created the label social media and website. Now let's say I look at this and I'm like, oh, well, I want to see more articles that are related to social media. I can click on this, and then everything that I have on social media will come up. But let's go back there. And so these are some of the posts that I have, but as I mentioned, the labels. And so now as you go down, I got all of these different labels. You know, I focused on economic gardening. You guys, many of you know I'm working on my book. Microbusiness, microfinance, all of these different things. And so what I can do is I can say, wow, you know, I'm really interested in economic gardening. I want to make sure that I have all the articles that I pulled on economic gardening. Go down and click it, and then it's going to pop up the things that I have saved on economic gardening. And then as I look, I can say, oh, well, yes, this is economic gardening, but I also want to know what I have for development strategies too. And then it's going to pop up economic gardening core content. We want to pop the data. You know, it's going to pop up, you know, some of the ways you can collect data online. And so as I develop this over, you know, a period of a year or so, what I'm going to find is a huge, rich database of resources of articles that I find personally relevant to my business growth or to my research. And it'll all be here instead of trying to navigate through all these crazy bookmarks or creating an Excel spreadsheet or something like that. Now let me show you how it works. So I've been looking on, reading a lot on social media curating and how people use, you know, social media. So I found one called Manifesto for the Content Creator, the Next Big Social Media Job of the Future. Now, we won't get into what a curator is, but needless to say, I'm interested in this article. So, I'm on my main page. Okay, I go to my blog, to the research blog, and it kind of shows me, what the blog is like, how often I use it, and all that good stuff, the number of posts. Now I'm going to click New Posts. So now it comes up. This is how you format your post. Very simple, easy to learn. You can learn it in 5 minutes. You can set this whole system up in less than 15 minutes, really. Now I come back over here and I'm like, okay, manifesto. I copy and paste the title, which if you don't know how to do, you really need to learn. It'll save you some time. And then I paste it into the title field. So now I have the title. Now I want to learn more of what it's about, and so what I do is I kind of scan through the article. Let's say I've already read it, and I want to find something that really kind of summarizes what they're talking about. And so for me, it's probably right here, and I'll just grab like the first 2 sentences. I'll copy and paste that, bring it over, oops, paste it here. Now I have kind of a summary of the article. Hop back, go up and copy the link. That way I'll be able to link to it whenever I want to find it. Now the big part is the label. So I kind of added the whole content thing. Now what is the label? I call it social media. And you can also scroll down here and click to. And then another one I've been using is usage. And I should probably title that social usage to be more accurate. And now I'm done. I have it labeled. I have the article over, and then I just go up and save, or I'm sorry, publish it. And then if we go back to, let's say, view blog, now you're going to see Manifesto for the Content Creator, the Next Big Social Media Job. It gives me the link, so if I want to click on that, it'll take me right to it. So as I go through and do my research, and let's go down to social media to look at my articles. Now it pops up under the social articles. So if I want to do my research, all of a sudden now I have a way to combine all of my content into categories that I can immediately go back to and find, because I'll be able to look at the title, some of the main content, and then where it goes. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through and I'm going to start really looking at these and making sure that I got them in the right categories, or I've titled them right, so that it becomes more efficient. But for you, let's say you have 5 or 6, let's say you're working on marketing, or let's say you're trying to start a business on, let's say, retail clothing, and you're reading through and you're getting some great articles, and you're like, wow, these are some great articles to help me start my business. Where am I going to keep them all? You can print them all off and put them in a file, which is tough. You can bookmark them, which is also tough. In terms of being able to go back through and get them and understand what you bookmarked them for. You can put them on some other form of database, which is just more difficult, or you can do this, which is relatively simple. Take you 10 to 15 minutes to set it up, learn how to do it, and then you'll be ready to go. So that's it. Remember, I'm at Iamdellgines.com, and also Twitter, Iamdellgines. Give me a follow, and I'll keep putting out more information to help you get your business up and running. Thanks.